Namaskar, my dear friends, my dear students, and all the viewers. I myself, Praful Prajapati, welcome to you in an academic program, Paas Thavanu Panchamrut, jointly presented by GSTV and the HBK Group of School. Students, in today's episode, now we are going to discuss in English subject of Standard 10 the topic direct indirect speech. Student, as you all know that this topic direct indirect speech is asked in our part B. It is asked in section C and as a question number 21, and it is necessary to know these questions helps us to carry out of 4 marks. Generally, first we should know that what the question direct indirect is. Students, in this question, generally the conversation between the two persons is asked. We have been given the conversation between the two persons. The first, it is compulsory for us, it is necessary for us, it is important for us to read the whole conversation with extreme care, and only then we can give full justice to our question and answer. Student, after reading the paragraph, decide, find out who the speaker is and who the listener is. And sometimes, suppose sometimes in the end, in the very last sentence, we have given thank you sir or thank you ma'am. It means it is important for us to read the whole paragraph, the whole conversation, the whole talking first, and then we should find out what type of sentence is. Generally, in our direct indirect speech, in a paragraph there are 4 type of sentences are given in a paragraph. First, we have to find out what type of sentence the particular sentence is. Generally, there are 4 type of sentences, as we know that: assertive sentence, which is known by the full stop, and in this sentence subject and the verb is at first and second place. Then the another type of sentence is interrogative sentence, and it's very natural that interrogative sentence ends with interrogative marks, right? And then imperative sentence is the third and another type of sentences. Generally, imperative sentence is described as in imperative sentence generally begins with main verb, as like sit down, stand up, come on, come here, get out, switch on the fan, switch off the fan, open the door, close the door. You have surely heard that all these sentences have begun with main verb. And the another type of imperative sentence is generally begin with please or kindly. As for example, in this paragraph, please help me with my homework. Then please and kindly also shows imperative sentence, and in imperative sentence, if our sentence is given in negative way, it is written as, for example, don't make noise, don't waste your time. Then another and important type of sentence is exclamatory. This sentence is generally ends a noun with exclamatory mark, as we have in our paragraph of March 2012. What a wonderful idea! This type of sentence is known as exclamatory sentences. Moreover, we have to answer the sentence begin with let and optative sentence also. After deciding who the speaker is, who the listener is, we should keep in mind that at the type of sentences are changed, two matters are clearly changed, and that is our reporting verb and connective. So let's find out where the reporting verb is and how it is written and where the connective is. With this, we should know that each and every part of direct indirect speech. My dear students, as for example of paragraph in March 2010, in this sentence, Nirali, the conversation is given between Nirali and Akash. Nirali is the speaker in this sentence and Akash is the listener in this sentence. Then reporting verb is asked, what is the connective of this sentence? Now what type of care we should take? Once again, before writing a paragraph, decide the listener and speaker, decide the reporting verb and the connective, because they both are changed as the type of the sentence is changed. Our reporting verb and connectives both are changed. Now we are going to discuss a paragraph of board exam. In our March 2010, this paragraph, this conversation was asked. Let's read it carefully and then we try to narrate the speech. Nirali says, "What are you doing now?" Akash says, "I am doing my exercises." Nirali says, "Please help me with my homework." Akash says, "Don't worry, I'll surely help you this evening." Nirali says, "Thank you." Students, after reading the whole paragraph, first we have to find out if there is any sort of question or sentence is that. Suppose in a paragraph, a speaker asked the person, the another person, "Do you like the film?" The reply is yes. Then we should write, "He replied positively." If the answer is no, you should write, "He replied negatively." But if the answer is given in short form, then we have to turn, we have to convert the answer in full sentence, and then we have to change it according to our norms. As for example, in a conversation, A asked, "Where are you going? Where are you going?" Suppose the person named B replied, "School." we know that this is not full answer. So we have to convert the first in a full sentence according to former or later sentence. It means B says, I am going to school, and then we have to change it in indirect narration. In the same way, in interrogative sentence, sometimes we may be asked in short type of questions as A asked with whom or why or how. Then the full question should be, with whom are you going to school? How are you going to school? Why are you going to school? We have to convert the whole question in full length, and then we should narrate it according to our sentence pattern. In imperative also, and sometimes in exclamatory, we are given short type of question, as for example, what a wonderful idea. Then students, we have to complete the sentence, what a wonderful idea it is. What a great man. In the same way, students, we have to complete the full sentence as what a great man he is, he was, in the same way, and then we should narrate it into indirect speech, right? And sometimes the listener and the speaker in their conversation, sometimes suppose it is asked in the same way. Akash says, dear, I am doing my exercise. Suppose the sentence is, Akash says, dear, I am doing my exercise. Then we should write, Akash replied, Akash said, with love. If the person is addressed by the words, sir, madam, your honor, then we should write, he said, her, he told him, with respect. The word sir, madam is removed, and we should write with respect. And sometimes some sentence is expressed like the words hooray, then we should remove the word hooray and we should write the sentence, he exclaimed with joy. Sometimes we are given the sentence as like, alas, I have lost my purse. Then we should write, exclaimed with sorrow, and the word hooray is removed, and exclaimed with sorrow. All type of norms you should keep in mind, and then you should try to narrate your paragraph. Let us see how it can be narrated. The student, this is the paragraph asked in March 2010, right? And we have just read it. Now we start to narrate it in indirect speech. As we know that this is a interrogative sentence, then our reporting verb will be asked. Nirali asked Akash. If our interrogative sentence begin with WH question, then that particular WH question will be the connective of that sentence, and we should maintain it as a connective. But now it should be written with small w, because now it is not a WH question. Now we have written it as a connective. Then Nirali asked Akash what? Now we have to turn the remaining sentence in assertive sentence as are you, you are doing now, and then we have to describe it, we have to convert it into indirect speech according to the assertive sentence. What he was doing, and the word now is changed with then. If another statement is responding to an equation, then we write as reporting verb as replied or answered, and as we know that it is an assertive sentence, we should use the connective of assertive that. Means now our answer will be Akash replied that, or Akash answered that. I is used for Akash, so we should write he. If this the speaker of this sentence is any girl or lady person, then we should write she was doing, right? He was doing his exercise. Nirali says, please help me with my homework. Students, we know that this is assertive sentence, and in this sentence the expression of request is conveyed, so we should write Nirali requested him, and after after please the connective to is put with the as it is given the turn of main verb. Nirali requested him to help her with her homework. And if our assertive sentence is get out, then we should write Nirali ordered him. It means our reporting verb is changed according to our sentence pattern, right? And Akash says, don't worry. Student, this is also, we know that imperative sentence is again there. Akash advised her, or Akash advised her. The sentence is negative way, so instead of writing to, we should write not to worry. So our answer will be Akash advised her not to worry and said that, as we know that this is our assertive sentence, I means he would surely help her that evening. And students, this is optative sentence. Now we see that how it is written. Nirali thanked, you is for Akash, then we should write Nirali thanked him, right? In this way, after seeing it, after reading it, try it yourself, and in this between this time we will see another paragraph and we will strengthen our indirect speech. In this conversation is from board exam March 2012. First we read the whole paragraph as Vatsal asked, where are you going? Nirav says, I am going to play. Vatsal, let's go to the library. Nirav says, what a wonderful idea. Students, first we know that this is interrogative sentence, so our reporting verb should be asked, and it is WH type of question, so the word WH itself becomes the connective, right? And it should be written with small letter W. Our answer is Vatsal asked Nirav where. Now the remaining sentence should be converted into assertive sentence. You are going. You is used for Nirav, then he was going. And this another second sentence is responding to a interrogative sentence. Therefore, we should write Nirav replied that. Nirav answered that. I is again used for Nirav. Then the answer is he was going to play. Then the third sentence is let. Here let is used for proposal. Then in this sentence we should use the reporting verb proposed or suggest to him. Then we should turn the sentence into assertive. Let us is placed in as they should. Then the sentence will be Vatsal says we should go to the library. And so what will be our answer? Vatsal proposed, Vatsal suggest to him that they should go to the library. And the very last sentence is, we know that, exclamatory sentence, and that reporting verb should be exclaimed. Nirav exclaimed with, the expression should be also written as with praise. Nirav exclaimed with praise. Again the sentence should be converted into assertive. It is a very wonderful idea. So the connective will be that, and the whole answer will be Nirav exclaimed with praise that it was a very wonderful idea. Right, my dear students? And now reading this paragraph, seeing it 2 or 3 times, do practice at home, and I am sure that you can write in exam very well. And I myself, Praful Prajapati, on behalf of GSTV and the HB Kapadia Group of School, wish you all the best for your board exam, and thank you very much.